Welcome to Flora and Friends, your botanical cup of tea, a podcast for plant lovers of any kind. We welcome guests to our botanical tea break to explore the history, science and meaning of plants for our lives. My name is Judith Lundberg-Felten. I'm a plant scientist, university researcher and founder of Flora-L Design, and I'm the hostess of your botanical cup of tea. Hello, Flora and Friends podcast listeners. I am so happy to be back after a well-deserved summer break. And I found lots of inspirations during my summer break of what I want to cover in this fall's podcast. And first out, it's going to be the forest. In the spring, if you have listened to our previous episodes, we have dedicated them to different plant species on Nasturtium, Pelargonium and Fritillaria. And I decided that I wanted to give it a little bit more of an ecological twist, and as forests are much discussed right now because of EU recommendations to manage our forests differently, because about discussions of how much really of the wood we should take out of the forest, I thought I would bring some knowledge to you about what there is actually in the forest and what you yourself can get out of going into the forest and appreciate all this macroscopic and microscopic beauty. So we're going to head out with first episode. We are going to look into what forest bathing is. And then we are digging deeper and seeing what is there in the forest? What are all the things beyond the trees? There are mushrooms, they can be partially seen and they are partially underground. And why are they so important for the forest ecosystem? But then there's also lichens, which you may have seen around in the forest. And they are rather small, but what are they doing and what is their important role? And finally, we are going to look also at different forest management systems, like, for example, burning the forest on purpose. Why is that done? Should we do it? Isn't that dangerous? So I have invited different specialists that I'm going to discuss with in order to reveal more aspects of the forest so that you can enjoy your forest walks even more and maybe share some of what you have learned here with your family and your friends to make also them more aware of what is actually around us. I will post posts about our upcoming podcasts on social media, and you will have the opportunity to ask questions underneath these posts in the comments or to email questions to me if you would like. So that you can actually influence my questions that I am asking to our guests if there's something that is particularly burning on your heart that you would like to know. So for that, I would recommend that you follow us on Instagram at flora.l.design or on Facebook at Flora-L Design AB. You can also always send me an email at contact.flora.l@gmail.com, contact with K, with 2 Ks, and reach out to me and tell me if you are interested in something very particular or very particular question, subject, plant, or questions around the forest. So I'm always happy to get your input and questions, as that makes me really design the episodes that they are fitting to you. There may be some episodes that will be released in Swedish, but as always, I'm going to write a translation of this interview for our blog post that you will be able to find at www.flora-l.com/blog. This fall, episodes will be coming out every second Wednesday here on our different channels, and we hope that you will be looking forward to the episodes and taking the opportunity to ask lots of questions to our guest prior to my recordings. So with this, I would like to invite you to join me here in 2 weeks from now when we have our first episode coming out on the benefits of forest bathing, what it is all about, and why we should be more out in the forest and really be mindful there. With that, I wish you a lovely week, and I meet you back here in 2 weeks for our first forest-related episode. Bye-bye.